Old Hollywood may have shined bright on the surface, but behind the curtain, it was a whole different story. Beneath the glitz, the glamour, and the flashing cameras, some of its biggest stars were tangled in scandals and secrets that would make your head spin. Cheating, betrayal, and messy love triangles weren't just plot lines. They were real life for these icons. The red carpets were elegant, but their private lives? A train wreck of affairs and infidelities that could rival any blockbuster drama. Clark Gable, known as the King of Hollywood, was adored for his rugged good looks and powerful screen presence. His performances defined the golden age of cinema, but off-screen, Gable was a notorious womanizer. His reputation for serial cheating was well known across Hollywood, where whispers of his infidelity circulated constantly. One of the most shocking revelations was his long-term affair with actress Loretta Young. While filming Call of the Wild together, the pair engaged in a secret romance that led to the birth of a daughter, a fact both tried to keep hidden for decades. This wasn't the only indiscretion in Gable's life. His liaisons with Joan Crawford, Lana Turner, and Virginia Gray were also open secrets. Even while married to beloved actress Carole Lombard, Gable couldn't seem to remain faithful. Rumors swirled that he had affairs with starlets like Marion Davies and Claudette Colbert. His personal life was a mess of secret rendezvous and hidden affairs. But despite the scandals, Gable's public image remained untarnished for years. It wasn't until decades later that the full scope of his infidelities became public knowledge, proving that even the biggest stars weren't immune to Hollywood's most destructive temptations. Ava Gardner was the quintessential Hollywood femme fatale, known for her beauty and seductive charm. Her love life was just as intense as her roles on screen, and she quickly gained a reputation for being unable or unwilling to stay faithful. Married 3 times, Gardner's relationships were marked by infidelity and explosive arguments. Her first marriage, to the boyish Mickey Rooney, ended in disaster when she caught him cheating. But Gardner wasn't one to sit quietly by. Even during her second marriage to bandleader Artie Shaw, Gardner engaged in several affairs, including one with billionaire Howard Hughes. Her third marriage, to Frank Sinatra, was even more chaotic. Both Gardner and Sinatra were known to stray, with rumors of her flings with stars like Gregory Peck and Peter Lawford circulating in the tabloids. Gardner's wild love life was the talk of Hollywood, and despite the turbulent relationships, she remained a favorite among men. Her confidence and refusal to apologize for her behavior made her one of old Hollywood's most fascinating and controversial leading ladies. Errol Flynn was the perfect hero on screen, charming, adventurous, and effortlessly good-looking. But behind the scenes, Flynn was a notorious playboy whose affairs were as legendary as his film roles. His marriages, including to Lily DeMita and Nora Eddington, were fraught with infidelity, with Flynn constantly involved in romantic entanglements with his co-stars and younger women. His affair with Olivia de Havilland was long rumored, but denied by the actress herself. Other liaisons, however, were more openly discussed, including relationships with Ida Lupino and Patricia Wymore. Flynn's personal life became so scandalous that in 1943 he was tried for statutory rape, though he was ultimately acquitted. The trial cemented his reputation as a Hollywood bad boy, and his nickname, In Like Flynn, only fueled the gossip surrounding his endless string of affairs. Tallulah Bankhead was bold, eccentric, and completely unapologetic about her love life. Known for her fearless attitude and love of breaking the rules, Bankhead's romantic escapades included affairs with both men and women. She was rumored to have had liaisons with Hollywood heavyweights like Marlene Dietrich, Hattie McDaniel, and even Gary Cooper, whom she once famously described in a colorful and very public manner. Bankhead's love life was scandalous even by Hollywood standards, but she refused to conform to society's expectations. Whether it was seducing Johnny Weissmuller or pursuing affairs with women behind closed doors, Bankhead lived life on her own terms. Her free-spirited nature and open bisexuality were a rarity in the puritanical Hollywood of her time, and she became known as one of the most daring women of her generation. Frank Sinatra's smooth voice and romantic ballads made him a beloved figure, but behind the scenes, his love life was anything but serene. Sinatra's relationships were notoriously volatile, especially his marriage to Ava Gardner. The pair were known for their mutual infidelities, with Sinatra having affairs with women like Marilyn Monroe and Angie Dickinson, and Gardner stepping out with other leading men. Sinatra's first marriage to Nancy Barbato also ended in disaster after his affair with screen icon Judy Garland became public knowledge. The crooner's wandering eye didn't stop with his later marriages either, and rumors continued to swirl about his indiscretions with younger actresses. Even as he entered the later stages of his career, Lana Turner, with her smoldering looks and dramatic screen presence, was Hollywood's femme fatale both on and off the screen. Turner was married 8 times, and in between her marriages, she had numerous affairs with the industry's biggest stars. Her lovers included Howard Hughes, Frank Sinatra, and Tyrone Power. One of her most scandalous relationships was with Johnny Stompanato, a mob enforcer whose volatile romance with Turner ended in his violent death. The incident, involving Turner's daughter Cheryl stabbing Stompanato in self-defense, sent shockwaves through Hollywood and cemented Turner's place as one of old Hollywood's most infamous figures. Despite her many marriages and high-profile affairs, Turner never found lasting love, living a life marked by heartbreak and betrayal. Old Hollywood may have been glamorous on the surface, but its stars were no strangers to scandal. Serial cheaters like Clark Gable, Ava Gardner, and Errol Flynn lived lives full of infidelity and betrayal, their personal dramas often overshadowing their on-screen performances. Despite the best efforts of studios to keep these affairs under wraps, the truth eventually came to light. And while the cameras stopped rolling long ago, their stories of romance and deception continue to captivate audiences, revealing the messy, often heartbreaking truth behind the golden age of cinema.